Alright, so this little video is about knee compression and having some issues with both the inside of one knee and the outside of another knee. Currently, my dad is kind of going through a couple of these things. I kind of wanted to show you. So for his particular knees, they are actually, both knees are trying to go this way. So both of his knees are slightly shifted this direction. So on the skeleton, that presents a number of different problems. So both knees are trying to kind of fold this way. It's compressing the joint here on the medial aspect of the right knee, and it's actually, because it's folded this way, it's compressing the lateral spot of the joint on the left knee. So basically both of his legs are trying to kind of shift this direction to the right like this. So in order to try and strengthen that, what we're trying to do is bring both knees back this way through the muscles that'll go into that direction. So in order to do that, the right leg adductors, so the inside of the right leg muscles, need to contract better. And then the outside muscles of the left leg need to contract better to get back to this position. So here's just a couple of little exercises that you can do to try to shift the knees this way. It would be opposite if you had the opposite problems on the knees. So a couple of little exercises here to try to get the legs to start going back in this way. So if we're going to look at adductors, or all the inner muscles on this leg, here's kind of some of the exercises I would do. One of the first ones is just trying to hold on to something and bring your leg, right now I have my right leg in front, trying to bring your right leg in and across. So when you're doing this type of motion, you should start to feel this inner thigh, my right inner thigh muscle, as I'm doing kind of this inward soccer kick on this leg, okay? So similarly, for the left leg, since we're talking about we need to strengthen these lateral left muscles, doing a similar thing. You just put your hands on a countertop, and now you're trying to bring my left leg away from my body like this. And when I do that, I should feel these muscles here on my lateral left side contracting. So again, here on the right side, it's trying to bring this leg over and in, okay, and across, and I should feel my right groin muscle contracting when I bring my right leg across like this. And again, for the left leg, it's trying to bring that left leg lateral, kind of like this, okay? So a couple of other ways to do this is actually lying on a table, okay? So one exercise that a person could do is lying on their right side like this and bringing their left leg over the top, and then from this position, you're trying to lift that right leg up in the air, okay? And again, that's working this inner right thigh muscle by lifting it straight up in the air like this, okay? So that's another exercise to try to get those inner thigh muscles on the right leg to contract. Now in the same position, lying on my right side, I can try to lift up my left leg, and when I do this leg lift, I'll start to feel these muscles here on the outside of my left hip start to contract, okay? And then a last one that we can do is, if we lie on our back, and if we cross my right heel over my left knee, and then place a medicine ball or a basketball underneath this knee, so pretend my hand is a big basketball, and then try to push that right knee down, that's going to contract some of those similar muscles here that are more on the inside of the leg, okay? And then one that we can do on the left leg is, imagine there's a wall right here on my left side where my left hand is, trying to do like a hacky sack kick outward into the wall that would be here on my left side. So doing that type of series of exercises should help kind of balance out the knees, so that instead of pushing them to the right, the knees actually start to balance out and push back to the left.